Right, mashed potatoes. Quite simple. That I just want to show you what we do with the finished product as well as cooking it. I've got 4 kilos of potatoes in here, old potatoes, not new, cut into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to bring this to the boil and simmer them for about 20 minutes. By which time they should be tender when you stick a fork in them. I'm draining the potatoes now. As you can see, they're quite soft, fluffy looking. Got to protect your hands here, so always use a cloth. Just clear the steam. Next we're going to mash the potatoes. You need a little bit of elbow grease here. Bit of an upper body workout this. But you must be very thorough. Don't try to rush this because your mash will be lumpy. You've got to go through it all at least once and then go through it all again, but the results will be worth it. You'll have plenty to eat and plenty for another day. As it's a once a week cookery session, I cook a main course and an accompaniment. The potatoes are the accompaniment. The main meal today is savoury mince. Now I've only got the one large pan, so while these potatoes have been cooking, I have been frying the mince off in the wok. So once this mash is finished, I will portion it out, and then I will need to wash the pan to cook the mince. It does take a little planning, but it's well worthwhile. Try not to get loads in the sink. You can test the spoonful just to see if it's lump free. So next we need a meat fork or a strong fork and about 2 ounces of butter. You can add lots of other different flavourings to mash. You can make cheesy mash, horseradish mash, which I don't know how to make, but that is the favourite of the chefs these days, horseradish mash. You can add truffle oil to it. You can do all kinds of things with mash. You can use it for cottage pies, which is what I'm making today. Fish pie, fish cakes, a little milk, rissoles, good old bangers and mash, bubble and squeak. I've used 4 kilos of potatoes because that's all I could physically get in the pan. So what we're doing now, we're creaming them. If you've got double cream, you can use that, or creme fraiche. Anything, you know, to make it more extra special. But the basic requirements is butter and a little milk. And you should end up with a fairly stiff, not too sloppy mash. So I'm going to portion this up now. Right, I reckon that this is roughly 14 portions. Of course, depending on appetite. But these are 650ml containers, and I think each container would serve 2 fairly hungry people. It does depend on appetite, of course, but that's how it works in my family. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some today for cottage pie. The rest I'm going to leave until it's cold, and then I'm going to freeze it for another day. So we should have at least 10 portions to go in the freezer. Oops! Right, these potatoes cost me £1.50. If you allow 50p for the butter and the milk, that's about £2. So that works out about 15p a portion. So that's not bad, is it? Cheap and cheerful.